Misikatai, unanidai, akiwalahi, ninaogopa sitadinai. I want you to lie, ni vile I, I'm trying to find good love, baby, baby, I'll be the one for you. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. If you wait for me, I don't need nobody else. I'm trying to find good love, baby, maybe, and I'll be the one for you, baby, maybe, I'll be the one for you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Wow, welcome. Good morning, arise and shine. That is the beautiful, very talented Fee, Miss Fee right there with One For You. And yes, it's playing on the radio station that is the One For You. This is Power Radio where we tune in and power up. My name is Wanyoike and I am officially welcoming you to the Pawa Morning Drive. I do not know how you have been, but from what you can see and from how you can hear me, I have been good. I've been doing fantastic. I'm loving the new Nairobi chilly weather. You know, the sun had really scorched all our hopes and dreams away, but I'm so glad that the weather is acting right as well. Alrighty, you can get in touch with us on our social media handles. We are at Power Radio across all our socials, Instagram, TikTok. We're on Facebook as well as the infamous X. You can also find us on our YouTube channel, Power Radio. Please go out there, subscribe, and see all the goodies that are on there. You can also find us on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. Right now, let me do a quick traffic update because I can understand the weather and the rain in Nairobi, and it's just and we're not. So let's just see what is happening on some of the major roads in Nairobi. And of course, I always like to start with the high and mighty Thika Road. Kama kawaida, kuna kwanga tuna traffic, especially today morning. I can see from Survey all the way down towards inbound as you head towards town, kumeshikana bumper to bumper. The same situation is happening across Kiambu Road. Kumeshikana sana, especially as you go from DCI into town. Same situation happening along Limuru Road as you go from Village Market down towards the Karura intersection that leads towards Muthaiga. I can also see that Lower Kabete Road is also looking quite packy this morning as you go from Gesha Road down towards Silver Springs Police Station. Things are looking a little bit of a snarl up there, I can see, but you should be out of the woods in no time. Peponi Road is also looking quite jam-packed this morning. I also see that Wanyoike Way pia kumeshikana kidogo tu pale as you go towards town, but from the Kabete Polytechnic there is a little bit of a snarl, but it's soon after that clears. I can also see that Langata Road is looking not too good this morning. Poleni sana. From Uhuru Gardens down towards T-Mall, the situation is quite dire there. So just a little bit of patience and you guys should be fine. Nothing much to complain about Raila Odinga Road. It's moving quite clear. Moving well, nice and easy. Same situation also happening across Mungong Road, Prestige Plaza down towards Coptic, just a little bit of a snarl up there, but after that soon clears out. Alrighty, in case of any accidents or incidents, do let us know. The hashtag to use is hashtag Pawa Morning Drive. Yes, and we will be we'll be sure to catch that. But let's jump on to some music and then we can get into some of the news that have been making headlines. This is Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
It's been a really long time, tangu nikuvutie. I only called today, but I think about you every day. Najua nilichoma, yeah. I take the blame. Juu tangu iyo day, I've never been the same. Find me at B&D of late kila weekendi. Nimekosana na wengi, lakini sisi I'm regretting. I know you know me well, usikate juu niko mlevi. Please don't hang up on me, niache niseme ukweli. I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. I'm not stalking you, niliona umepost pictures are cost. Your new man doing the most. You seem happy, you seem so happy. Called to let you know I'm taken but available for you. Bestie, we nirudishie phone. Cause you don't understand what the hell is going on. Kilimani reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. She needs to know what's in my heart. Oh, I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday.
Reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. She needs to know what's in my heart. Oh, reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. Needs to know what's in my heart.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Hey, big up 23. Ile mtaa mi utaka. Na hii nyingine jo. Na hii nyingine jo. Hey, washaweka bounty, ju flow killer. Beat imeoga, kiopina. Nina mazai kwako tu za topina. Na vile niko ndani mzeya I'm so ina. Si take shots na bareda. Critics hawawezi kunispot under radar. Na bring the house down. I'm a tremor, na leta fire, I'm a flamer. Na rusha motomo. Na shikata wazai na mamokoro. So na Jesus na songa I still. Roga shetani na mba kisogo, mosodo. Don't whine, wabambiki juu Mungu anameja na maina. Na feel ni kinda I mean refine and fine. Mokori ni jeso imebaki na saika. Sishiki kijo I mean refine and fine. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Sishiki kijo na city shikijo I mean refine and fine. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Iko nini sina tabu. Siko steam, manyaru. Mziki mekoma, iko fit with babu. Fishers of men kwa hizi streets mi ndo nyavu. Alright, hit ndio sababu. I got the juice in madafu. Maji kwa mi majabu. Amefura utadhani taksin mashavu. Nina mwamba si ababu. Shaito simfil kalamu. Washed by his blood, damu. Kauna ni feel, usishushe yo hamu. Na don't whine, na wabambiki vile Mungu anameja na maina. Na feel ni kinda I mean refine and fine. Mokori ne jeso imebaki na saika. Sishiki kijo I mean refine and fine. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Sishiki kijo na city shikijo I mean refine and fine. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Hey, giggling with the bass. Street legit, I'm bringing the hits. Steady wind, the one on the field. Wicked, honey, my face. See that sponsor and lip in my bill. I'm sticking the rail. We kicking in Christ, you know the drill. Blah, woo. So I'm back in the dojo, in the Lord. Kwa hearing, who keep and I need the Frodo. Shetani, Anna, Basho, Anna, Teta, Zima, Moto, Guna, life after death. CLA, we hear YOLO. Okay, it's okay, art, give away. Madam, to go church, put your back into it. So lazima post, note, I'm a utwak, kujuwe. Nakile, una post, put your fact into it. Woo. Ijogi at giveaway. Madam do good judge, put your back into it. Sela zima, we tracked kujue. Nakile una post, work a fact into it. Sishiki kijo I mean refine and fine up. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Sishiki kijo na city shikijo I mean refine and fine. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Sishiki kijo I mean refine and fine up. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. Sishiki kijo na city shikijo I mean refine and fine. Cause you get that, me na cry sweet tighter. 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 Me na cry sweet tighter.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Si kumbe wanga sweta, kumbe hukuweza ningori. But I'ma call you later, tell you all about it. Nina mismo tura, smoky pasua, avocado ya group of schools. Cause it tastes different out here, and I miss you when you're not here. Me really call my jewel, flying, grinding. Tell you when I come through. Oh na 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 na, oh na na. Me really call my jewel, flying, grinding. Tell you when I come through. Oh na 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 na, oh na na. Yeah, yeah, yeah. ati ni juicy pendi bagi mecha nimetumwa na watu wengi. To my lover and my sons, I'll be home soon. Nina miss tukilala in the afternoon. After church tukipitia Kikuyu. Can't wait to come home and hold you. Mimi niko majuu, flying, grinding. Tell you when I come through. Oh na 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 na, oh na na. Mimi niko majuu, flying, grinding. Tell you when I come through. Oh na 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 na, oh na na. Yeah, 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 yeah,
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Usicomplicate mambo, weka feelings zako kando. Tulifanya hivyo jana, hakuna kitu tuliagana. Hizi ni gani umeanza, unanihanda, unanipata. Nilidhania twajibamba, hisia zako zikakupanda. Ole, ole wako, kupendana na wewe hiyo vako. Weni sample, ligi yangu haufiki bado. Kila mtu na wake, mimi niko sawa kivyangu. Kila mtu na wake, mimi niko sawa kivyangu. Niko sawa, single niko sawa, niko sawa, single niko sawa, niko sawa, single niko sawa, niko sawa, single niko sawa kivyangu. Moyo wangu uliugua sana, mapenzi kanitesa. Nikaamua nijipende kwanza, nijitilie pamba. Kucha kwa mkono na miguu, tia marashi, jipeleke pati. Hii Februari sina mtu, sipati maua, sipati kitu. Pole, pole kwako, najipenda na kuweka kando. Weni sample, ligi yangu hujafika bado. Kila mtu na wake, mimi niko sawa kivyangu. Kila mtu na wake, mimi niko sawa kivyangu. Niko sawa, single na niko sawa, niko single na niko sawa, niko single na niko sawa, niko
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun. mbona minyo mshenzi na hitabia sijayona na watu wengi na haya huna ukisema ni mapenzi na vile umejamsa tufanye na mimi nimejamsa tufanye na vile umejamsa tufanye na mimi nimejamsa tufanye
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Alrighty, that is Tufanye by Miss Polaris, and she's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive show. My name is Anne Wanyoike, and let's get into what, has been making headlines in the papers. And I start with a story here that has sent shockwaves reverberating across the country, and it's a story that was highlighted by the Daily Nation, a story about a TikTok moderator called Ladi Anzaki, who was found dead in her apartment in Lower Kabete on March 11th. And the reason as to why this story, first of all, so just a brief about the story is that so she got a call from a friend, told her she was a Nigerian native, and she got a call from a friend, and the friend told her there's this opening that seemed very promising. She was told that she would be in data analytics and stuff like that. So she had to relocate to Nairobi. And so, of course, she had to do her background checks. And indeed, it turned out to be that the job would be a promising opportunity for her career growth, and so she decided to come to Nairobi. And so, as fate would have it, she ended up with in a country in a company called Majorel or Teleperformance, because they just had what's that word? Changed their names, and so she's been there. She's been with Majorel for a couple of times, but before her demise, she had been through so much in terms of like harsh working conditions. And even the expose on the Daily Nation goes on to say that a lot of the employees of the company have been submitted to very harsh working conditions, including having to moderate TikTok content that is very unbecoming, or something that someone who should not be exposed to. One of the other things that the employees of that company have been able to state is the fact that they were not given working permits, because some of them did come from, for example, countries like Nigeria. And so obviously when you relocate into a new country, you need to have a working permit. And if your company is not necessarily taking care of that, it means you have to only constantly be on a rat chase with security agencies, because one, you're here illegally, then two, you're working illegally in a country that you do not have the papers and the documents for. And so while that happened, so of course the brunt of it, Miss Anzaki started eating her up, and I think she had faced some mental health challenges because she just could not withstand the working conditions, and this dream job turned out to be not what she had hoped it would be as. And so she decided to take a sick leave, and that's how her sick leave ended up being the demise of her. Now there are still autopsy. The autopsy is still being done, so we've not yet gotten any reports as to might she have been framed, because the ones who are speaking to the Daily Nation did say that they have received threats to not open up to anyone, the public, the government, or the media whatsoever, and expose the malpractices of this Majorel Kenya company, because of the many grievances that these workers have been raising. And so that's as per now, that's the confirmation is that yes, she's dead, but we do not know exactly who is behind who is behind her death, and nobody really knows whether it might have had any linkages to the company. Perhaps there's also that aspect, or it could have also been because of the mental health issues that she was experiencing, and it was taking a toll on her. Others are also speculating that she might have committed suicide from that. But again, there are no police reports just of yet, but this is definitely a story that we shall be keeping an eye on the lookout for, to see what happens and what comes out of this. And I mean, the reason as to why I think this is a discussion that we should have even on a much deeper level is the regulations on labor laws in Kenya. I mean, we in this country we really have a lot of beautiful documents that lay out what exactly we need to do, but when it comes to the implementation and actually the accountability to follow through with integrity what we stipulate as laws, that is where we tend to draw the line. And so a question, for example, comes in: the Nigerian embassy or the Kenyan embassy in Nigeria. This is, I mean, we are allies. Kenya and Nigeria, they are allies. So diplomatically, what message does it send to either or countries? All right. So a conversation that needs to also start happening, if not yet, is when we trade in labor and when we import labor like this, we are no longer living, in the slavery days. But of course, I mean, we've been seeing what is happening in Thailand, in Vietnam, in the UAE, people just being treated like slaves. And of course, people are actually in the human trafficking saga. We're seeing that scandal happening more so even from, it's always African countries, exporting this labor and going to these outside countries. But the conversation that needs to be happening right now is, how do we invest more in, number one, holding accountable the employers? There are laws, there are labor laws. The International Labor Organization, ILO, has the statutes that need to be followed globally, right? And so when it comes to such issues, these are very serious issues. By the time somebody is, for example, committing suicide, or a death is occurring because of the brunt that they have had to deal with and keep up with, sorry to use this word, but the nonsense of employers out here, that exploitative environment is what we need to have and, create policies around. And not only create policies, but invest in ensuring that these policies are implemented and they are followed to the latter. Because why is somebody coming back home in a coffin, yet you send them alive to actually fend for their families? These are people with dreams and aspirations and hopes. And perhaps there's this statement that says, some people have to leave home so that they can make home better. So perhaps for Anzaki, that was exactly the reason as to why she had to leave home, only to come here and end up dead. And probably all her dreams, who knows, they'll never come to fruition in one way or the other, at least not in this life. And so it's quite disheartening. May her soul rest in peace. But may this also sound as a warning, really, to any employer out there. If you want to make money using people, make sure that you are, first of all, putting and prioritizing their wellness beyond the money. But of course, we live in a very capitalistic society, and the dictates of capitalism is profit over people. It doesn't matter whether who comes out of that place or ends up being a casualty. As long as you're making your money, then for sure you've done your part. But you see, it does not work like that. It doesn't work like that. And so we can't continuously exploit people in the guises of, but you are looking for a job, but you wanted to seek for better greener pastures for your future. It's not one and the same thing. These two are not mutually exclusive, and it's like modern day slavery, to be honest. So I hope that everybody that is connected to her death is really brought to book. And we also have pending stories. Like now there were Kenyans who are found in a telecoms company also in Thailand. What has happened to that story? We also have Kenyans stuck in Vietnam. They also went there in search for jobs, but they're not even being compensated for the labor that they went to do there. So shame on us, for sure, shame on us. But more so, let's look for ways to invest in what matters. Yeah. Let's take a quick break and we come back and continue with what has been making the waves in the world of news. This is Pawa Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Pawa Radio.
Vijana wakaanguka nayo, wakatikiza mti sana, jiuliza kumbe inaweza anguka nayo. Sawa najiuliza, alafu sa tutadunini, alafu situchanuane juu chini, alafu ndio tuongeze waumini, alafu tuzidi kuzi after maandamano Wase wengi walikufa roho, babu alitugeuka, tulifikiria alitu support. Cabinet kurudi nikani hali tu before. DCI kushikana waliogenyeshwa kikuwa mo. But vijana msikonde, msiwari futa choo. Sister tulishinda ila hali kuna ngoo. Bado kina Kimathi si walikufa ndoo. Mina we vichacho vizazi kusukuma mo. Ning hadi usiku multiparty kukuja mo. Akakubali bade ukali dhuluma ko. Kufunguliwa usiku kushtaki tuma ko. Vict sunny taxes but atupatu duma no. Peace wakati we mgonja ukienda kule ho. Si hakuna dawa wala dokiji wa wago. Ndi waliovasuti eti tuwapigie mago. Wakisafisha rada kwa kutembeza mano. Kwa mikutano kanisa wakipigwa mako. Kupeana tufionza damu hawa kolo. Niwe usi pamoja na wangambo kwa koro. Tapambana nao hisi generation ya maso. Alafu sa tutadu nini? Alafu situchanuane juu chini. Alafu ndio tuongeze waumini. Alafu tuzidi kuzidi. Ogopa uishi maisha marefu lakini mabaya. Kifo ni moja, shida ni kuingoja. Kwa nini nagwaya? Na tayari kuna wale washa saliti kwa haya. Movement itaendelea hata kaa twahisi kwa tired. Kila raia vuta na upande wake, kazi ile siku za kwanza. Maloya waongelea haki, majournalist vitu vya maana na vijana. Msilale mapambano usiku na mchana. Wasanii hasani wenye hata offer jibu la swala. Kwa kuinject na kuinfect minds za watu na fikra chanya. Ni kuinvest kwa interest ya mraia zikisikiza bana. Wajirespect wasi-expect maisha nzuri wakishika mkwanja. Ni BS ya ma-CS wanasiasa na giza mbaya. Hii ni test na ni best kutumia kichwa kwanza. Mtajistress kwa hii mess, ganji mkisa kanga. Hii ni chess msige strategy mkipa nganga. Ni business ndio witness success ni miaka kadha nata. Alafu sa tutadu nini? Alafu situchanuane juu chini. Alafu ndio tuongeze waumini. Alafu tuzidi kuzidi. Ulilizuka mavijana wakanguka nayo. Wakatigiza mtiso najuliza. Kumbe ineza nguka nayo. Sawa najiuliza. Alafu kijana memada kampo anauliza. Alafu walai nitapata kazi. Alafu unajiuliza after kwanza familia. Alafu na hii uchumi nitaweza kwa shikilia. Wabunge hawajali wakomboka man. Ndio maana mraia ziwapatia amani. Tunawakanja watutetei abadani. Walinyamaza karibu nchi uzwa kwa Adan.
lights up my face. You're driving me up and down. I'm scared what you're doing to me. I get a rush, am I allowed to love you? I get a high from just thinking about you. I'm on the edge. It's like you're breaking my heart in two. Now see you, nitafanya nini? The way you're messing with my head made me masikini. Sijui nitafanya nini? The way you're messing with my head made me masikini. what you gonna do? You went and threw it away. I did it all for your love. I try my best to act real cool. Instead I'm acting like a fool. What am I gonna do? Judging by the way I feel, I don't know who and what is real. The love that you give to me is a reality. It's like I'm high in the sky on a drug messed up. I'm waiting on a cure to this illness stuck on you. I just don't know what to do now. See, Chewy, nitafanya nini? The way you're messing with my head, mimi masikini. See, Chewy, nitafanya nini? The way you're messing with my head, mimi masikini. Oh, baby, I give you every bit of my heart. What you gonna do? You went and threw it away. I did it all for your love. I try my best to act real cool. Instead I'm acting like a fool. What am I gonna do? I'm crazy cause baby unavyofanana. Kila saa tunavyokutana, you make my head go banana. Ooh Lord, I'm crazy for your love. Unavyofanana, kila saa tunavyokutana, you make my head to go banana. Ooh Lord, crazy for your love. Oh, baby, I'll give you every bit of my heart. And what you going and do? You went and threw it away, boy. Try my best to act real cool. Instead I'm acting like a fool. What am I gonna do, baby? You gave me every bit of my heart. And what you gonna do? You went and threw it away. And I did it. I'm gonna do. I'm crazy, oh baby. Unavyofanana, tunavyokutana. You make me go round and round and round, and baby, I can't stop loving you. Oh, I've been a fool for you, oh Lord, don't know what to do.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Time for Kenya to rise up. Umoja ni nguvu. Together we you are champion. Rise up, Simama. Wake up, Simama. Champion vibes. Rise up, Simama. Wake up, Simama.
Kutoka geto sio ngumu, lazima uwe na form. Piga mishe utameki odo kutoka ghetto sio ngumu. Lazima uwe na form. Piga mishe utameki odo. Wakisema hautameki sasala, hii dunia ni duara chapa kazi. Wakisema hautameki sasala, hii dunia ni duara chapa kazi. Chenga kama Olunga, chomoka kama Kipyego na Kipchoge. Cheki Lupita Nyong'o, Wanyama naye ni champion. Carry on. Oh yes, I'm a champion. One in a million. Kenyans a champion. One in a million. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. One in a million. Oh yes, we are champions. One in a million.
Some say that you coulda never make it out of the poverty. Them not know your priority. When they give up like what them say, Jah bless me with sanity. We turning dreams to reality. When they put your eyes on the prize, it won't be very long before them all realize. Enough for them a bad mind, them all go criticize. Them can't stop us, get our youth steady on the rise. Yeah. When they put your eyes on the prize, it won't be very long before them all realize. Enough for them a bad mind, them all go criticize. Them can't stop us, get our youth steady on the rise. Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm a champion. One in a million. Kenyans a champion. One in a million. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. One in a million. Oh yes, we are champions. One in a million.
Stand and let the sun shine bright.
Yeah.
Celebrate tonight. Fly up to the highest high and sing. I'm a Kenyan champion. Dance, let it rain all night. I'm a champion. Celebrate tonight. Fly up to the highest high and sing. I'm a Kenyan champion. I'm a Kenyan champion. I'm a Kenyan champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. I'm a Kenyan champion.
Would you ever think to be a champion? Would you ever think to win big in your life? Would you ever think to be one in a million? Million. Would you ever think to be a champion? Would you ever think you win big in your life? Would you ever think to be one in a million? Million.
I come from the land of champions.
Rise up, see mama.
I'm a Kenyan champion.
Rise up, see mama.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Road trips and young romances, breakups and second chances. Our rhythm steers through all these years. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat only forever. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat. My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? For me. Bringing the one din din. to your beat. My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? Bringing the one din din and the boom boom boom, adding my nyatiti. Then it's me and you, my Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? Is it good? If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? My Isukuti love. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action. My Isukuti love. Give it to me too much, too much.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Alrighty, welcome back. That is Miss Mayonde with Isukuti Love, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is a Power Morning Drive show. Right, now let's continue with the final story that has been making the rounds. And there's a story here that caught my attention on the Standard paper. The court warns woman to keep off daughter in forced marriage row. Now, High Court has blocked a mother from meddling with the life of her daughter in a row of alleged forced marriage plot. Justice Chacha Mwita, sitting in Nairobi, pushed the case to July after both parties failed to show up. And I quote, "A conservatory order is hereby issued restraining the respondent or his agents from interfering with the petitioner's right to privacy, dignity, and freedom, or in any other manner dealing with the petitioner." That ruled Justice Mwita. In the case filed in 2023, the mother, who is yet to respond, is accused of plotting to marry the daughter off to an old man she did not know. The petitioner claims she got wind from their house help, which means pretty much the house help just filled her in. She says that the applicant or petitioner has been under physical assault and abuse occasioned by respondent who has ill motive and selfish desire of marrying the petitioner off contrary to the belief and choice of the petitioner. And so to escape her parents' plan, the daughter packed her belongings and escaped. And I mean, again, we continuously live in a society that keeps on determining what the cause for women should look like, what our pathways to life should look like. We live in a society that does not necessarily care for the freedoms and the rights of women. When it comes to choices that the women can, choices, options, autonomy, sovereignty of women, regardless of the fact that we live in a constitutionally, a progressive constitutional country, I also seem to be a little bit confused by why we are still in 2025 and we are still talking about stories like forced marriages. And you've heard from the one who sued her mom. And this is actually quite sad that you're in a lawsuit with your parent because they instead of being the guardian and the parent who, I would think that parents are there to safeguard and protect their children from malpractices. But you are here and witnessing that it's a parent who actually is vouching for their daughter to be married off to an old man that does not even have an understanding, or rather the daughter does not have any idea of who this old man is. And of course, we've seen this happening over and over and over again, and specifically in some cultures. I mean, it's traditional cultures who still uphold the practice of things that are it's not even things, I would call them, these are violations, right? They are violence towards women. It's oppressive to make the choice as serious as marriage and end up making the choice for a woman, or as to whether who gets to marry her is as if you're going to be there with her in that marriage, going through whatever she goes through. So yes, I really hope that she gets to win, and I think that is going to be the beginning of maybe fighting against such violations against women, because the same things are the ones that perpetrate violence of female genital mutilation, for example. And it's quite absurd that we think we are this progressive society, but when we look at some of the things that we are still having to grapple with, then it reminds us that, oh my God, a lot of work needs to be done. So much work. I mean, in 1995, the largest conference of women yet met in Beijing, and they came together to put together this gender equality and justice for women, and pushing for the equality of women in their place in the world. A lot of documents. But you see, we are 31 years into the game since 95, and even though some of these things have been ratified into policy, I still stand at a defense point, and in fact, on the offensive, in fact, because I don't think we do enough to give, women the choices, or we do not do enough in terms of creating the spaces for women to just be themselves and to express their highest and truest self. Because what do you mean you're in a lawsuit and you're up against your own mother who wants to marry you off so that she can probably get some money or cows or whatever it is, making money through the misery that follows the daughter after that? So it's a conversation again. I keep saying everything is a conversation away, but in terms of this very national level issues, there are many conversations away to progress. I mean, we're looking at a situation where, apparently, according to the UN, it's going to take us 134 years to even just get to the level in which we can start saying that we are an equal society in terms of opportunity, like the access that men get, the women will also get in that 134 years, the space and the opportunity to even make choices that feel authentic to you as a woman. We have to wait until 134 years to get to that point. I mean, seriously, come on, guys. It's not a good look on us, and we really need to move past these glass ceilings that have been set for women. I myself included. We were just talking off here. We were just talking off air about how a lot of just juxtaposing between where men stand and where women stand in terms of socially. We talk about economic empowerment. You end up finding that women have to go 100,000 times harder only to get half of the recognition that the men have had. And I'm not the one. I don't want to sound like those feminists who want to do everything that men have done. No, I just want an equitable space. I want to be able to walk in a room and not be asked very silly questions like, are your hormones the ones that are making you go off on that ass by maybe you're in a boardroom and you're giving you're giving a pointer, and instead of your whatever you say being taken as valuable in this moment, somebody weaponizes the fact that you're a woman and or you're hormonal, or that, you know, because you're pregnant, then that's you, like your shelf life, like they say your shelf life is very short as a woman because of this many social issues that come into play. And so again, we end up in the same rat hole. So it's quite unfortunate, and I don't know what we can do, but I know for sure that if there's a will, there's a way, and we have brilliant ideas. So let's just implement them so that we close the gender gap easily and without fail. All right, and that story leads us to the end of our conversation today. When I come back, we get into our discussion. Today, we shall be looking at citizen-led pathways towards, holding accountability, or rather holding accountable our institutions and people that have been put into place to ensure that those institutions work. So we shall be looking at governance institutions, economic institutions, our leaders, for example, and also our social institutions. I mean, we live in I keep saying that Kenya is a circus, it's not a country, and it does not take you more than 5 minutes to see exactly what I mean, because it's either we are being promised 1 million chapatis, or some weird thing there. So we shall come back and discuss how can we make sure that we are setting it right. We are setting the record straight so that our leaders and everybody that is like a watchdog to these institutions, we are holding them accountable and ensuring that we have a country that works systemically, and beyond the individuals that we put into this power. So let's take a quick breather. When we come back, we get into that discussion. This is Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
They call me Chris to the Cantata. That's why they call me. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. That's why they call me. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Yo, they say it's hard to compose a rhyme. I say you out of your mind or you full of lies. Then again, you could be the slow kind. I don't see how lyrics don't hypnotize. Why lie? The season has transformed. You got reason to be bored, so now you want more? I'ma serve you flavor that you can't afford. The bill about to get placed on your tempo. So don't even try to resist. Look at yourself bumping to the beat. Get up and get down with a G-twist. Forget the hater cause the fool's not on the list. Dig this, we came and we took over. Got the keys to the ride and we're not sober. We made an oath that we ain't gonna ride for you. So now it's hip-hop, ride us to the border. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. That's why they call me. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. They're taking over my head, dog, they on a hustle. I'm taking over their bread, dog, I'm on a muscle. Try to be cool, but I gotta mumble. Better yet, after that, there's a big tussle. Quit them tears, boy. Dry your eyes, see the G going cheers, boy. Don't be mad, cause I say that you weird, boy. You kinda scared, so I see that fear, boy. Meditating on a cute shorty. Lean body, mean thighs like the chick bought it. I said real tight like they all assorted. If she arrested my ass, then she got a warrant. I'm a legend in the living, and that's that. I grab objects of vices you can't touch. Read all comprehension is too much. I know where's these words that bring the rap. Let's go. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. glad that you stopped by. Who are you? What's your business? Bye-bye. I hate people that think that I'm on the rise, yet and still I'm the steel that will not fly. Ask why? I got this even better. On this planet, I teach you before the chatter. What I compose gets better by the day's weather. That's why they call me Chris to the cantata. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Yo, yo, yo. That's why they call me. They call me Chris through the cantata.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. To condemn, we stomped inside.
Condolences to the families and friends of all the Gen Z we lost 2024. Our freedom fighters, our heroes. I'm offended. Little. I'm more than offended, bro. I'm disgusted. Aje sasa. Yeah, skiza. Ini more than just music. Ini chant, ni kas kwa wapuze. Yeah, ini more than just music. Ini chant, ni kas kwa wapuze. Ini more than just music. Ini chant, tunakaa sawa puzi. Leo wanatuona tuliwavotia tu juzi. Saini ya aibu gani? Na mkipiga magoti nyuomba Mungu mgani? Na under your watch mmeua watu wangapi? Kennedy Onyango 12 years Rongai. Denzel Omondi mlimchukulia uhai. Hapa ni wapi? Hapa ni wapi? Maumbo walai. Austin Makoha, Christine Gitonga, Joshua Ombati na Wilson Sitati. Bado tunawapenda, kuna siku watu wa hati. Waresh wetu, heroines wetu, Caroline Shiramba na Valentine Jerry. Hatuja surrender, bado mapambano daily. Mbiti Scott, Clinton Mavali, usiku kucha tuko macho hatulali. Kelvin Madanga, Emmanuel Tata, Lemayen Kasaine, Matthew Njoroge, Kelvin Mawasi na Kennedy Njeru. Tawakumbuka diaspora mpaka Ujeru. Eric Iratu, Ibrahim Wanjiru, Kennedy Maina na Erickson Kialo, Eric Kayoni na David Chege, Beasley Kogi, Mike Hunga. Chenye mlifanya mikono tunawaunga. Fegi tuliwasha hadi filter wanakula. Tiaga swali tupa kama shisha tulivuta. Rex Masai muweke picha kwa manguo. Mfundishe history makampo mpaka na machuo. How kids, women and many I haven't mentioned were killed in 2024 fighting for the nation. Yeah, ini more than just music. Ini chant, ni kas kwa wapuze. Yeah, ini more than just music. Ini chant, ni kas kwa wapuze.
Tumechoka kusikia hiyo story ya mlima. Mara mumeshika na murembe mzima. Wasomi viongozi wamegeuka wakabila. Inchi yetu literally wametupa ndani ya pipa. Opposition walidandia vipi? A movement ya vijana wakajigawia viti. Wananchi ndo walishikwa wakalala ndani ya jela. Wengine wakapigwa marisasi wakagenya. Damn, president bila emotions. Na kila Sunday namuona kwa devotions. Na huyo Mungu ndo atakupiga viboko. Wazazi wetu wakikulia mikopo. Wajui state overroads wanatumia machopa. A 1 million wanabaia maboxa. Imagine budget paka ofisi ya Dokas. Ndo mtueleze hiyo ndiyo kuokoka. Mnataka kuza airport kwa Dan bana. Na hiyo deal tunaielewa kwa undani sana. Na hiyo kitu umepea joo, hiyo ni hatari sana. Na umekimya tukiwao, hapana bana. Wengi ni taxi mewakost makaria. Wanabiashara wakenda loss wakalia. Nyi mnadhani tunafaa kuimport kadamia. Ndani ya cage kimawazo kama Duale na ngamia.
Ini more than just music. Ini chant, ni kas kwa wapuze. Yeah, ini more than just music. Ini chant, ni kas kwa wapuze.
Kwani we ni leader wa nani? nyumbani kwako we hautujali. Badala ya ajira nyumbani, mayouth wanatumwa kwa inchi za mbali. Tunahitaji manpower home, tubadilishe kila mitaa hapa home. Hata mimi nadai better education, proper medication, walimu na pension. Mavipi Gen Z, ini times unajua, ikituuma ni lazima tuiseme. Na hakuna kubonga mo, maana inchi wamekaa mkuu wa chuja. Gen Z, ndio times unajua, ikituuma ni lazima tuiseme. Na hakuna kubonga mo, wananchi wamekaa mkuu wa chuja.
Pretense iko so open, crocodile tears zinahitaji intervention ya kitunguu. Vitu kikwa life chishapoteza meaning, pombe inatumika kutoa lock, jumulishapoteza kifunguu. I'm offended. Youth uko depressed, una kazi na serikali inapea kazi wenye wanafaa wawe retirement. So mbona una tense na hata mood ya worry? Hakuna hata pesa ya kulipwa peanuts. Squeezy kila mtu anauza njugu. Si wenzetu wakati wa kura ndio nakumbuka kutuita mandugu. Serikali ingekuwa inajali what we say, parliament ingekuwa na headphones na sio speaker. Mchana wanalala bunge na usiku wanataka night allowance. Hatred ni more, love ni rare. Wakristo ndo wakona chuki sana. Ironically, some of their favorite verses iko in the book of Romans. Truth iko na arrogance. RIP our fallen comrades. Huko Kenya of life's importance. Let's teach our girls. Squeezy wengine wanatumia miadarati ndio wawe women of substance. I'm offended. We have a long way to go as a country na sio distance. Wafungwa bado wanaibia watu wakiwa kwa jela, propaganda ndo ina sell. Hapo State House wasikudanganye na deeds. Wataki kwenda heaven, wanaogopa kwenda hell. Wasikudanganye na words, body language can tell. Misplaced priorities. Hakuna maji kwa mifereji na maasa ya kura, wako busy kutap talent. Waliahidi stadium lakini kwa grounds vitu ni different. Nakuru, Kihika, Naiba na Samburu. Avieta governor ako loyal to Adani. Money trees wako majani. Promises ni mingi lakini manifesto zao ni kama katiba. Zote zinasema vitu zenye hakuna. I'm offended.
Zakayo ateme jaba bana, tumechoka manzi. Zakayo
My angel in disguise, sent from heaven just to give my broken heart another chance. When ni malaika wangu, every single time you are away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know, even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way to you. Maybe I should let you know, every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me, the moonlight in the dark. It's a star will end up. Na kila saa you're far away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know, that even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way. And maybe I should let you know, yeah. Every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. Maybe I should let you know, that even if the earth should fly away, I'll find a way
to you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
You say you like all gumba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boca. Well, did you try sometime back in November? They really didn't think I would remember. Sahi, my confidence in my rise. I never used to be like this before. I used to be so damn insecure. I had to go a dark skinny lana. Haters are wicked loud. Nothing ever sweet like coco. Get on the dance floor, make them loco. You say you like all gumba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boca. You say you like all gumba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boca. Yeah. You don't know how I like your confidence. The way you walk, how you talk, it's evident. Black is the beauty, so more for them. You were a star. Brown skin, una kill. Oh, show them who you are. You were a star. Brown skin, una kill. Oh, show them who you are. You like a loco. Like a loco, you like that toto. Like that toto star. You like a loco. Like a loco, you like that toto. Like that toto star. You like a loco. Like a loco, you like that toto. Like that toto star. You like a logo. Like a loco, you like that toto. Like that toto star.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Some days you feel like the world is on fire. Some days you feel like you're swimming and flying. Some days you wake up and you don't feel like you wanna chase what you don't see. But some days you feel like you're floating up high. So how about you try this time? Lifting up your head and sing out. What more than I see, there's more inside of me. Just lift up your voice and say, nitajaribu tena kesho. Nitaamka upya na nisonge. Hata wakipenda kunivunja, mambo yakizidi unga, sitashindwa kujivuta. Kesho naamka upya. Kesho naamka upya. Some days I know that you think of surviving, but you sleep and wake up and don't be space in your soul to keep wanting more, to desire to soar. But some days you know that their words, they mean nothing. So how about you try this time? Lifting up your head and say, what more than I see, there's more inside of me. Just lift up your voice and say, nitajaribu tena kesho, nitaamka upya na nisonge, hata wakipenda kunivunja, mambo yakizidi unga, sitashindwa kujivuta, kesho naamka upya.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
You used to call me your little bird. Kanyoniga kwa kainaga. For when your spirits sank low, I'd sing them off the floor for you. The other buddies, yeah, they told me they saw you watching from the balcony. We want to bring you up here to help us with the cheer of life. You said no, you never sang, you didn't know and didn't want to. And so we wrote a song for you. We wrote it in a day or two. A song about birds that watch other birds sing tunes. And it goes, ooh. You said you'd like to try to sing. Would anybody really listen then? What if it wasn't that great? Or maybe it's too late to learn something. The other buddies will be listening, and they will help you in a heartbeat. We want to bring you up here to help us with the cheer of life. We watched you close your eyes, spread your wings, get ready to fly. And you sang, ooh. And we joined. This is a song I wrote for you. I hope you're somewhere out there listening to your little bird and all the other birds sing tunes.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. That is Barbara Wangoi. Hi, Barbs. I incidentally went to the same campus as she did. She was such a superstar. She would always perform so beautifully during our gala nights in Daystar, and we knew she was going places. Alrighty, with Kanyoni, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive show. My name is Wanyoike, and now we get into our day's conversation. Today we are going to look at the different ways in which citizens can lead the conversation towards holding leaders and institutions accountable. And the reason as to why this is a conversation that we must have is, recently, and it came from a very funny place. Recently, the president came out to say that he is going to look for a machine that creates, or rather that makes 1 million chapatis. And of course, Kenyans will always look for any reason and any opportunity to satirize the current situation. And of course, the next day, I think in the next 2 days, there was a lot of flooding imagery, making fun of the president. A lot of content creators as well, just seeing photos and satire in the parliament of people taking chapatis. We saw content creators like Akina, what's his name? I forget his name. Terence, the creative. He also did a skit about those possible chapatis and what that situation might look like. And a lot of Kenyans really just had a good laugh with that. And it got me thinking about, okay, so it's all fun and games right now, but really the deeper conversation that Kenyans want to be able to spark in this moment is, you cannot just decide what is going to be a priority point and think that we are going to just sit back and watch you making rash decisions that have nothing to do with the welfare of the common mwananchi. And so they use this chapati satire to kind of spark a more important debate, which is, how do we make sure that we are holding our leaders accountable to the things that they say? How are we ensuring that we are keeping our leaders accountable and our governments accountable to the things that, for example, public spending? I mean, that million producing chapati, that is going to for sure cost an arm and more than two legs. I can tell you that. And that is not going to be anybody's money apart from the taxpayers' money, right? And so that's why I wanted us to have this conversation about the ways in which citizens can ensure that they are holding their leaders accountable. And one of the ways in which that we can be able to do this is leveraging the power of social media / old media, right? As I've said, when we just saw, like I just stated that the many satirical images and videos that came out of the whole chapati saga with the government and with the president rather, and I could see on the comments, I did scroll a few comments here and there, just seeing like Kenyans are very excited or actually not excited but mostly exhausted by seeing their public monies just being spent on things that don't make sense. We just saw the other day the State House being given a new look, a new outlook, because why is a roof of State House taking up to 700 million Kenya shillings, and that is worth of taxpayers' money. And that's just one. It's a State House in Nairobi, State House in Mombasa, State House in Motito and all other state houses that would cost the Kenyan mwananchi money. Then we also saw I also saw that the government is trying to upgrade the Bomas of Kenya into a global conference center. In between, do you know how tone deaf it sounds? Like, who even thinks about making conference centers international? Have we finished the ones that we have? Isn't Kenyatta International Conference Center like enough? The KICC, isn't that enough? And I'm not against developing these spaces. Of course, Kenya is and specifically Nairobi is a very, I would call it like a capital of international conferences. There's a lot that goes on in this city. We sort of are a melting pot in terms of the creating the conversations and creating the space for us to have intercontinental and also interglobal conversations. But it sounds very tone deaf because you are you're coming out with developmental, and I use quotes, quote unquote, programs that in the middle of a failing universal healthcare system. Countless times have we heard that the Shift conversation, Kenyans don't want it. They've told you that, Mr. President, we do not want to deal with the Shift return NHIF because it was working just as well as we wanted it to work. And then, as if that is not enough, we also see that there's an issue also of education capitation, for example, in the education sector, as if the healthcare is not enough, education is not enough. We also have infrastructural problems. This country, like, there's always something that is failing and falling through the cracks. We are seeing many cases of, for instance, just underdevelopment. The schools that are supposed to be getting funding from the government are not. Devolution is not at the point of operation that it should be. Our level 5s and level 2s and level whatever hospitals back in the devolved system of governance and county levels, we are seeing that there's not a lot of facilitation. For example, we just saw that the medicine for the HIV and AIDS patients, because of the withdrawal of the international aid by the USAID, that has also affected and is going to continue affecting over 1 million patients that live positively with HIV. So when you look at some of the things that we have to constantly grapple with as a people, we see that it's not really a priority point. And why we need to have a conversation about holding our leaders accountable is, one, public finances. We talk about public finance management, and I went to the sometime the just concluded People Dialogue Festival. They had a village that was focusing on public finance management and understanding budget cycles and understanding how monies are disbursed and the national into the county level budgeting plans and committees. And the conversations that were coming out of that place, I got out of that place feeling very heavy in my heart, because I'm like, yes, we have all these stipulations within the budgetary allocations, but it's like the middlemen in between the monies being dispatched to the work that they're supposed to be able to be taken care of. We don't get to live in the finished product of where all our financing is going. And so one of the ways in which citizens can ensure that they are carving out pathways to hold their leaders accountable, let's leverage on the power of social media. Let's leverage the power of even storytelling. We've seen a lot of work with artists as well, and of course media cannot be ostracized from this conversation. We've seen so many stories come to light, and many justice-led stories coming to light because an expose was done on a media station, for example. Having programs that spotlight the issues and the misdoings of the government and what needs to be done in ensuring that we are spotlighting them and creating awareness even within the public. So the other thing that also citizens can be able to ensure that they are fully plugged in and taking the bull by its horns is, we have issues of public participation. It has for the longest time been a preserve of the CSO space, the civil society space, where civil society organizations are the ones who have taken up the mandate of organizing town halls and organizing community events, and they actually care so much. They go to the people to have these open discussions, to have these forums, to bring to book and to make the public and the members of different communities be aware of what exactly the government is trying to do in terms of, rights, in terms of civic education, issues of governance, issues of inclusion and equality and courage and everything in between there. And for the longest time, again, it has also been just a preserve of a very few individuals, maybe community influencers or people that have a stand and a say in these communities, because of the handout syndrome that we have in this Kenya. When people are called upon to go and participate within their communities and get their voices heard, the first question is usually, are we going to get money? Are we going to be paid to attend this kind of forums? And if the answer is yes, well, you'll have yourself a full town hall. If the answer is no, you might just end up talking to those people who are considered, maybe mi niko na kazi ingine ya kufanya, we enda ushughulike na ya kwako. And you see, that's how things continue falling into the cracks, because we are not engaging on the level that we should be engaging in terms of raising that alarm, ensuring that the government, its people, the powers that be, are seeing eye to eye with the public and also the members of the the public and citizens rather. And then of course the other way, which I think we've seen it more times, but of course the June 25th 2024 protest was like the mother of all mandamanos, and protesting, demonstrations, picketing, that is another way of ensuring that we catch the government, or we catch the institutions and their leaders, and catch them and demand for integrity, demand for accountability. Even if it did not necessarily produce a lot of fruit, but it did send a message that each and every person who will go through a Kenyan history class, perhaps they are going to talk about this as if it was, something that, I know, like they're going to have to talk about it in history classes. And of course it was historic because we saw, one, the decentralization of power. When the Gen Zs came out and said that they are leaderless and they are partyless, that in itself was a win-win, because we could see that you don't have to necessarily be organized in these political structures and systems that for a long time have just been gatekeeping the processes of democracy. And so if we really truly want to mirror a democratic country where it is the rule of the people, for the people, by the people, then the Gen Z protest, if is anything to go by, we did win to a certain level where we were able to see you can actually organize from a decentralized place and make your voices heard. I think the other one is the introduction of the Gen Z into the political sphere. It was really nice to see new voices come up. It was nice to see people that would not necessarily give damn or care about what governance issues are, or what the democracy of Kenya is set up, in what way, the political landscape. I think it was a very good opportunity for us to be able to see new entrants. And these are, as they kept telling us when we were growing up, that you youth, you are the future, you are the leaders of tomorrow. And the tomorrow did come, and we saw that the tomorrow really is about now. It's about today. It's not about tomorrow. And so it was refreshing to be able to sit in that and see young people taking power back and demanding for better for their country. It was also very refreshing to see young people also using their, for example, social media platforms to break down the finance bill, for instance, in the vernacular languages. Again, we understand that we need to localize our solutions because we are dealing with local problems, How do we ensure that we are moving away from the Western ways of doing things and bringing the solutions that are local here? So, for instance, a mama maybe who does not understand either English or Swahili in the village, if perhaps they were shown a vernacular video breaking down the finance bill, they would be in a better place of understanding, what exactly the people were out on the streets fighting for. And that's how you create access. That's how you democratize information, because public information, even if it is public, it is not necessarily accessible to everyone that needs to be for need to be accessed, right? And when we are talking about holding leaders accountable, you cannot hold a leader accountable if you're not even aware of the work that they're supposed to be doing. You cannot hold somebody accountable if you're not aware of the systems that are put into place and in how those systems are set up so that they can work for you as the people, for you as the public, for you as the citizen of this country. And so public information is something that we have to constantly interact with. It's something that we always have to have conversations and deliberate ways of investing, so that you see, I really loved the model of vernacular, like breaking down this information so that nobody is left out of the discussion, so that when we are moving in one accord, because everybody, however different their contexts are, however different their backgrounds are, however different their like their judgments about what their experiences are, in this country, there was a shared vision. There was oneness when it came to the finance bill, because we did ensure that everybody comes through the gate and nobody is being get kept away from discussing and from asking the tough, very needed questions. And so that for me did stand out, will always stand out. So yeah, I think we can copy and paste that, because it did something. It did what it needed to do in that moment. Let me take a quick breather. When I come back, we can finalize on how more ways of ensuring that we are fully creating pathways, citizen-led pathways towards having accountable institutions. Keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mimi siwezi bila we, kama we niwe kama we, Yesu Mwokozi, nani kama we? Where would I be if it wasn't for you? Where would I go if it weren't by your grace? Goliath is all up in my face, lakini nawe sinitishinda race. Narusha, hili jiwe narusha, kwa jina lake narusha, lazima utanguka. Narusha, Nairobi mpaka Arusha, mipaka yote nitavuka, lazima utanguka.
All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. All I need is 5 stones, 5 stones. All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. Goliath.
This is to all of my brothers and sisters who be facing all of them challenges. Whether financial, physical, emotional, we just gon' let Jesus handle it. Cause he done fill us with joy. I'm a tupa, he on fire. My weta no kung fu kojo, but we never go tired. Recap, I'm loving the tune, but I don't understand. How can this story relate to me when I am nothing to be? You're wrong, cause hakuna kamawe. He gon' make you strong kamawe. You see the hulola atawe. My papa you konawe, that's why.
All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. All I need is 5 stones, 5 stones. All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant.
Let's go. No money, no power. I ain't chasing no money, no power. Hate all you want. Na ukibonga pia ni sawa. I spread my wings and fly. You amenipa mabawa. I'm running for my God, cause he's a God of power. Amenipa amani. God has given peace. I'ma tell y'all, yeah, ni nani. Who my God is. Alinipa grace for a new day. Me I dey praise him daily. Me I dey lift my hands in the air. They gon' talk, I don't really care. Nimeenda show bila hata fare ya kurudi 5 stones mfukoni na ile fare ya Daudi. See, keep it rocking your boy. I'ma praise him to my end. Me know the tire cause he's my eternal friend.
All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. All I need is 5 stones, 5 stones. All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant. Goliath.
See you go PG to yo. Out of a warrior.
And this is how I go to war.
I know my God is victorious.
Even before I go pick up my tools, I have already defeated you. Ebenezer has always brought me through. Though I have never fought as big as you. The bigger you are, the harder to miss. The fight isn't mine, the battle is his. Some trust in chariots, some in them ballas. Those who don't trust in the Lord need my falas.
With my God, you. All I need is 5 stones to feed everybody, you. All I need is 5 loaves. All I need is 5 stones, and I will slay the giant.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Alrighty, welcome back. That is a recap with 5 Stones alongside Riga, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive show. We're having a conversation here about how can citizens lead the paths toward creating accountable institutions. And I only have 2 points, and then we can call it a show. The other one, of course, voting. Please go and get yourself registered as a voter. I know there's a lot of challenges with voter apathy, especially among the young people. But as I can see, the shifts are shifting, the movements are movementing, and we are seeing a lot of young people being interested in voting. Of course, with women, women couldn't vote up until the 20s, 30s. In Kenya, of course, into the 60s, 70s, thereabouts. So a lot of movements for the women's suffrage protests that created opportunities for women to democratically be involved in issues of governance have created opportunities for us to vote. So vote. And last but not least, of course, legal action. We've seen people, activists like Okia Omtata, have taken the government to court so many times, suing the government, filing lawsuits because the government saying that they'll deliver, but they are not delivering. And so he's been able to result into suing the government. I don't know that it has borne any fruits, but his voice was heard. We also saw, people like, I'm not boarding. What's the name of that guy? The I'm not boarding guy. I've forgotten his name. Miguna. Yeah. Also him, he's been, I think it was rhetoric, or he did say that he was also going to take legal action against government. So there's so many ways that we can have conversations of creating pathways towards holding the governments accountable. And so it's just up to us to be able to be to catch it and to be empowered enough to do what we need to do for the betterment of this country. And that, ladies and gentlemen, leads us to the end of our discussions for today. Thank you so much for everybody who was able to tune in. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now. I've been your host, Anne Wanyoike. Bye-bye.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Ringing of the bells. I know of a place nikienda, they'll have to take me in. Nikikuja si lazima nitasema, cause I know where they hide the key. Drunk or naked, I haven't been around in ages. But when I return, like a prodigal son, oh, I always find love. Nyumbani, ni pale, nakula nusu mkate. Sijali, who is judging, who is watching. Nyumbani, ni pale, nakula nusu mkate. Sijali, who is judging, who is watching. And I've been to the east, been to the west, and there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Been to the east, been to the west, and there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Nikitoka shuleni nilikuwa nakuja napata maziwa. Kisha na keti miguu kwenye meza na washa runinga. I'd give anything just to feel it again. Even just for a day, I'd give it all away for the good old days. Nyumbani, ni pale, nakula nusu mkate. Sijali, who is judging, who is watching. Nyumbani, ni pale, nakula nusu mkate. Sijali, who is judging, who is watching. And I've been to the east, been to the west, and there's no place like home. There's no place
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.